Hello everyone, my name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. So, Bitcoin update. Let's jump right into it. Today we're going to do Bitcoin and Shiba-Inu. So SHIB. Alright, so looking at Bitcoin, it seems that the 45K level, 45,000 has been some staunch resistance. And let's zoom out, go to the daily and see why that may be. We still haven't met our target. If you're subscribed to the channel, you will know that our target for Bitcoin for the third Elliott wave is about 51,000, and we're right now at around 45,000. So we're not yet there. Although it's still, this isn't a pullback, this is some staunch resistance, and we want to see what could have caused that. So I'm zooming out on the weekly here, and I see that yes, indeed, this level has been historically quite sort of difficult for Bitcoin. It's served as support when we're up in the 50 to 65K range, and now it's serving as resistance. So again, typical charting, resistance turns to support in bullish. Sorry, resistance turns to support when you break a level, right? And that's what happened when we're up here. I'm going to draw it out just so everybody can see right here. This is the support. Here's the support of this range where we were kind of hanging out for that Wyckoff distribution. And it was a couple months that we had in that range. But now, in order to get back up there, we need to break it, that old support that is now resistance. And so that's it's typical, it's normal, it's natural that we're kind of hovering in this range. I wouldn't listen to anybody who's saying that, oh, now we're going back to zero. Could we get a rejection? Let's go back into the hourly. Could we get a serious rejection from here and have, whoops, let's get rid of this. Could we get a serious rejection from here and have a sort of a pullback, a serious pullback? Yes, everything's possible, but it's not probable. Why? Look at what's been happening. So let me get rid of this just so we can see more clearly. Look at what's been happening since about 2 days ago. About 2 days ago, we've started consolidating in a very healthy way. So why is this really healthy? If you look, maybe we can draw a channel here so you can see. This is super healthy consolidation because it's diagonal. If it was flat, you could tell that the trend, meaning the bullish trend, was weak. But because it's diagonal, you can tell that it's strong. Although we're consolidating, we're still gaining steam. And that's one of the reasons I think, sorry, I'm trying to find this channel really quickly to show you this. Here we go. No, I don't want the fib channel. Regression trend. Yeah, sure. Something like this. No, that's not it. Let me just go ahead and sometimes there's so many tools, fancy, nice tools on TradingView. I want to use them, but you're better off sometimes just using regular trend lines. Like I don't really use the regression trend that much. All right, so just check this channel out. It's very, very, very healthy for a couple of reasons. One, the reason I just stated, it's diagonal, it's not flat. If it was flat, you would create some precursors to double or triple tops, which we all know is a bearish trend, bearish kind of market patterns. Secondly, you're getting consolidation within a range, and that range is sitting on top, being supported by the 21 EMA. If you're subscribed to the channel, I repeat that the 21 exponential moving average is a telltale sign for a bullish trend. if you're riding that 21 EMA, you can say, and you can back test this, and I suggest you do if you know you're betting money on this. Backtesting means you go back in time and look at the chart historically over a number of projects, and look at the 21 EMA, look how price action reacts to the 21 EMA. It is a bullish support trend. Once we start losing the 21 EMA, we start getting into chop zones, and once we're below and we're hitting our heads, if price action is hitting its head on the bottom of the 21 EMA, we're most likely in a bearish trend. Okay, so this is a beautiful channel that we're forming with a breakout target of this flag. So we should break out of whatever resistance we are. Let's say it was the breakout happened now. This would be the target for this pattern. So I think you understand that basically you form patterns of consolidation, and the breakout typically tends to be a reflection of all the work that you did during that consolidation. And that's usually acquired by using the flags that you needed to get into that zone. So that's what that would be. But I don't know if this is the region to break out. Let's look at let's have a look at the stochastic RSI just to give it another clue, find some confluence to this theory that this is consolidation and not us finding resistance to have a rejection. And here on the hourly stochastic RSI, there is no evidence of bearish divergence. So bearish divergence would be if you were getting if we were getting increase in price action on the chart and then a decrease in price action on the RSI. So that's not the case. Actually, the RSI is in line with what we're getting in the chart. So as you can see, we're going up on the chart, we're going up on the stochastic RSI. So that's healthy. And so what you're seeing here is, although we're going up, the tops are higher, the lows are lower. And that basically just means that we're consolidating. So higher highs, lower lows, that's consolidation. So the hourly is pretty reliable for this particular pattern. And I know I usually say that the larger the time frame, the more reliable the trend. But in this case, the hourly is appropriate because this has only been happening since August 6th, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you don't have that much of a range to work with. So the hourly time frame is appropriate, right? That's just 2 days, 2 hours. So the hourly time frame is perfect. No bearish divergence to be seen as of yet. Higher highs, lower lows. You're good for consolidation. It is safe to long, not financial advice, just financial opinion. Do your own research. Okay, now let's move on to Shiba-Inu. I know a lot of you are huge fans of this project. All disclosure, do have a small position in it because I love the chart. I'm not huge on the fundamentals of this project. Let's go into, I have 2 of them. Let's see. There's one I have with Binance and one with KuCoin. Let's see the Binance one because it has more data. Where is it? Here we go. All right. SHIB. Looking beautiful. So I first got into this project when this bull run, second part of this bull run started, because the chart was just gorgeous. And I mentioned it in a video, in a previous video. Let's look at the 4-day chart. I like the 4-day chart. All right. So basically what we're seeing here is consolidation. And so in charting, when you're looking for patterns, if you're looking to long something, you want to long something that's been consolidating. And consolidation, as you can tell, is just a project kind of going lower, gaining strength, gaining more momentum. Although the price action is going down, if you can see this 4-day stochastic RSI, it's rising. So that's bullish. That means it's consolidating. It doesn't mean it's a bearish trend. It's not like, oh, it's going down for the sake of going down. It's going down for the sake of later going up. Because you see, that's just like we mentioned in the previous Bitcoin chart, we mentioned bearish sort of divergence. This would be bullish divergence. Let me make this a different color so you can see. Let's make it white. Let's make it a little thicker. 3. Okay. So that's what we call bullish divergence. And divergences are really useful. You can see different things on different time frames, but again, larger time frames usually give you, if it's a large pattern, right? We're talking about a trend lasting about 84 days, right? So that's why I'm on the 4 daily. You don't want to go on an hourly chart or a minute chart to see this pattern, but that's great. You know, we have bullish divergence starting around in July, mid-July for this project. So if you're somebody who's going to be investing, you start seeing this, you're like, okay, it's on the floor. It's literally, there's no lower sort of baseline that it can form. And that's beautiful. You know, in terms of cost benefit analysis, if you know that you're in the floor, just put money in at here and long it. You know, it's going up. There's nowhere else it could go. Literally, it's on the floor. I don't know how else I can express it, but the chart was so beautiful. Fundamentals be damned. I was like, I'm getting in on it and I'm going to leverage my trade. And right now it's performing extremely well. It's been doing great. Okay, and let's get into specifics. Where's it going? What's our target? So you always want to have targets, not financial advice, but I always have targets, especially if I'm leveraging my trades. And again, this is an educational channel. I don't want to mislead anybody. When I talk about leverage trades, I'm saying from my perspective, you know, somebody who's been doing this for some time, is decently studied. You don't want to start out doing any leverage, you know, just stick to spot. It's too dangerous. You want to be very, 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 very careful. If you get liquidated, that means you lose all your money. Okay. On spot, you can't lose all your money because the price goes down. You still hold your coins, although it decreases in dollar amount. But when you get liquidated, when you're on leverage, you have to really know what you're doing, right? And you have to have good risk mitigation. So don't play with it unless you're absolutely sure of what you're doing. And again, if you want to make money, you want to build wealth, make sure that you're sort of buying and holding, right? Even if I'm doing trades with some part of my portfolio, the larger percentage of my portfolio is staked somewhere, just, you know, building passive income and growing. And I probably will sell at a later point in time, but I'm not necessarily buying and selling and trading and looking for targets. That's just, you know, decent investment advice, I believe. And again, it's my opinion. Do your own research. So my target is for this descending triangle is right here at about 0.000040 and 1205. That is the point at which I believe that we will hit some resistance. And you can see here, confluent to that is the bottom of this wick, which has found support here on this level. So I think once we hit that level, we'll find some resistance. But I mean, just look at this chart. It's beautiful and it's still not too late. I believe SHIB still has about a good 33% to go up before it finds some serious resistance and probably has a correction. But we're in a bull market, so corrections are minimal. They're just buying opportunities. So that SHIB, it's looking really good, I believe. Another theory you could do is, let's say you looked at this, given the RSI and given when your uptrend started, when your sort of bullish deviation started, you can start your triangle from here. No, it would be about here. And your target then would be here. That's one target. So if you want a more conservative target for where SHIB would find resistance, and confluent to that is just look, you've had these wicks up here, so definitely there's some resistance here. That would be around 0.0000050 935, about thereabouts. And you can see there is a zone of resistance here. Right there, right there, right there, right there. So you do see some resistance where, price action kind of stopped and wicked, showing that, okay, there's not enough sell pressure to get through this. Why am I setting my target up here? Wait. Nope, sorry. I'm not setting my target up there. Why am I setting my target up here? Sorry, not up here. Up here. Yeah, that was right. Why am I setting my target up here? It is because we're in a bull market. We're in a bull trend. So even if we do meet that initial resistance, I don't think it'll be much. I don't think it's going to be a staunch rejection. I think it's just going to be a bit of consolidation before continuing up. So I'm going to hold my position. So that's basically my reasoning. That's where I think SHIB is going. Hope that was useful. Hope that was helpful. Again, exercise caution, risk mitigation if you're trading, if you're buying and holding. Try and scheme out your exit strategy for later down the line. But buy and hold, watch it go up. All right. Hope that was helpful. Bye.